I used to wake up gasping for the air you took away, living in a cycle where the sky was always gray, counting all the almost and the shadows on the wall, waiting for a phone call that I knew you'd never call. But the static in my head is finally turning into song. It's a fragile kind of freedom, a hollow in my chest. But for the first time in a decade I can lay my head to rest. The ghosts are getting quiet, the fever's breaking low. I'm learning how to love the parts of me you'll never know. And now the timeless nightmare's gone. I'm waking up to a different kind of dawn. It's peaceful, it's safe, it's a golden state of grace. Even if I'm looking at a pill with no trace of your face, it's unrequited, yeah, but I'm finally healing right. I'm letting go of the ghosts that kept me screaming through the night. But I'm still here standing on. There's a nostalgia in the coffee, a memory in the rain, but it doesn't have the power to inflict that kind of pain. I remember how we drifted, a vast and lonely sea. I was drowning in the version of who you wanted to be. But the water's getting warmer, the shore is pulling near. It's a fragile kind of freedom, a hollow in my chest. But for the first time in a decade I can lay my head to rest. The ghosts are getting quiet, the fever's breaking low. I'm learning how to love the parts of me you'll never know. And now the timeless nightmare's gone. I'm waking up to a different kind of dawn. It's peaceful and safe, it's a golden state of grace. Even if I'm looking at a pillow with no trace of the old face, it's under pride, yeah, but I'm finally healing right. I'm letting go of the ghosts that kept me screaming through the night. The nightmare's gone and I'm still standing on. Cinematic ache. I gave you every single piece that I could ever break, but I'm exposed, now I'm vulnerable, I'm wide awake and free. The us I kept on dreaming of was never meant to be. Was never meant to be. In the lines upon your face, it's unrequited, yeah, but I'm finally living right. I'm walking out of the dark and I'm stepping into light. The nightmare's gone. Timeless, it's gone now. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm warm. Tracing outlines in the static of the night. You're a silhouette of gold in a world of black and white. I keep my distance, but I'm caught in your pool. The glass is shattering, but feeling so full. I memorize the way you laugh when you're tired. A quiet warmth that sets my logic on fire. It's a beautiful way, the secret I hold. The story of us that will never be told. And I'm hovering right on the edge of your skin, afraid if I speak, the real world begins. So I'll stay in the shadows, just watching you shine. Can content to be yours without you being mine. We're just sparks in the dark, dancing on a breeze. A flicker of hope brought me down to my knees. It's a quiet kind of heartbreak, a peaceful kind of pain. To love you like sunshine while standing in the rain. Oh, it's fragile, it's vast, it's the air in my chest. In the glow of what's missing, I'm finally at rest. Just sparks in the dark, going down, down, down. There's a comfort in the almost, a safety in the need. The sharpest kind of longing is the only thing that's clear. You're the healing I don't ask for, the scar I wanna keep. The name I'm whispering before I go to sleep. It's nostalgic for a moment that we haven't even had. Your bittersweet symphony making me glad to be the one who knows the colors of your soul. Even if the pieces never make me whole. It's intense, it's conflicted, it's pulling me under. The silence between us is louder than thunder. I'm exposed, I'm transparent, I'm stripped to the bone. Loving you better than I've ever known. Is it a waste, or is it a gift? To watch the horizon and just let us drift. It's a quiet kind of heartbreak, a peaceful kind of pain. To love you like sunshine while standing in the rain. Oh, it's fragile, it's vast, it's the air in my chest. In the glow of what's missing, I'm finally at rest. Just sparks in the dark, down, down. They're falling like embers, safe in the glow. I love you in secret, never let go. There's a peaceful kind of safety. You're sitting in your sphere while I'm hiding all this passion and the longing and the fear. It's a nostalgic sort of hunger, like a song I used to know. I'm anchored to your spirit, but I'm learning to let go. You look at me so kindly with those eyes that feel like home. And I'm warmer than a fire, even if I'm here alone. And it's fragile and it's heavy, the secret that I hold. A story of a lifetime that will never quite be told. I'm exposed beneath the surface, I'm a heartbeat in the dark, trying to find the healing in this unrequited spark. So I'm finding my way through the vastness of the heart, in the cinematic silence where we're never far apart. It's an imperfect devotion, it's a love without a name, but it's keeping me so hopeful and it's washing out the shame. Yeah, I'm immersed in the feeling, in the soul of who you are, finding our way just by following your star. There's an intimacy of knowing exactly how you take your tea, a poetic kind of justice that you'll never belong to me. But there's healing in the almost, and there's magic in the way. I found a sanctuary standing right outside the gate. It's sensual and it's sacred just to breathe the air you breathe, to find a sense of belonging in the love I won't receive. I'm conflicted, I'm passionate, I'm reaching for the sky, but I'm peaceful in my maybe, and I'm done with asking why. Is it timeless, is it worth it? I'm finding my way through the life and through the death of every dream I ever had of us. restlessness of the heart in the cinematic silence where we're never far apart. It's an imperfect devotion, it's a love without a name, but it's keeping me so hopeful and it's washing out the shame. Yeah, I'm immersed in a feeling in the soul of who you are. I'm finding my way just by following your star. Safe in the longing, healing in the light, and finding my way through the middle of the night. Finding my way. The clock hands melted hours ago. I don't know if it's day or night. I'm walking through the afterglow of a love that burned too bright. You were the warmth I couldn't resist, the dizzying heat in the darkest cold. Every promise that we kissed was a story written in green and gold. I knew the taste was sweet and deep the moment that it touched my tongue. I knew the promises you keep were toxic when the song was sung. Oh, this nightshade lullaby you sang to me, a sweet, slow poison meant to set me free. You tucked me in with silver lies and a smile as cold as frost on glass. I closed my eyes and didn't realize the beautiful disaster wouldn't pass. It's the only sound I recognize, the melody of ruin in disguise. I watch the rain fall on the pane, counting every single drop, each one a teardrop of the pain that finally made this feeling stop. The garden where we used to meet is overgrown with bitter weeds. I pull them up but can't defeat the planting of your dangerous seeds. My friends all warned me one by one that your affection had a price, but I kept coming back undone for just one taste of paradise. Oh, this nightshade lullaby you sang to me, a sweet, slow poison meant to set me free. You tucked me in with silver lies and a smile as cold as frost on glass. I closed my eyes and didn't realize the beautiful disaster wouldn't pass. It's the only sound I recognize, the melody of ruin in disguise. I'm still searching for the antidote to pull the venom from my veins, but the addiction has me by the throat and only your memory reads. It hurts to wake up, it hurts to breathe, but sleeping is the fatal flaw. Because in my dreams I still believe in your deadly Lord. Nightshade lullaby you sang to me, a sweet, slow poison meant to set me free. You tucked me in with silver lies and a smile as cold as frost on glass. I closed my eyes and didn't realize the beautiful disaster wouldn't pass. It's the only sound I recognize, the melody of ruin in disguise. Romantic lullaby, lullaby. tracing the shape of love in the dark, searching for the fire in a dying spark. You're leaning on the balcony, looking at the stars while measuring the distance between your world and ours. It's a fragile kind of beauty, the soul most we share, a perfume of nostalgia hanging in the air. I know the way you'll never belong to me, but there's a healing in the truth of what will never be. And I'm conflicted by the warmth of your hand on my sleeve. It's the hardest kind of magic to ever have to leave, but I'm safe in the silence, I'm safe in the know, finding a peaceful way to finally let you go. So just hold me close like a memory in the making, before the dawn arrives and the dream starts breaking. It's unrequited, but it feels so safe and warm to be the quiet center of your beautiful storm. Yeah, it's a nostalgic ache, a cinematic high, to love the way you look against the twilight sky. I'm exposed, I'm vulnerable, but I'm finally whole, just holding you close with my hands on my soul. To the things we don't say, a poetic regret for the games we didn't play. I'm healing in the shadow of your golden light, taking the long way home through the velvet night. It's imperfect, it's vast, it's a timeless kind of deep, the kind of secret promise that I'm honored to keep. I'm not a victim of this love, I'm a witness to the grace of finding my own rhythm in your hollow space. Like a memory in the making, before the dawn arrives and the dream starts breaking. It's unrequited, but it feels so safe and warm to be the quiet center of your beautiful storm. Yeah, it's a nostalgia pick, a cinematic high, to love the way you look against the twilight sky. I'm exposed, I'm vulnerable, but I'm finally whole, just holding you close with my hands on my soul. I'm not asking for forever, I'm just thankful for the now. And the slipstream of this feeling, I found a way to thrive. It's the unrequited fire that keeps the heart alive. It's hopeful, it's healing, it's all that I need. I'm the soil, you're the sun, let the longing be the seed. Hold me close, in the shape of the love that nobody knows. It's nostalgic, it's peaceful. It's 2025 and I'm finally alive. Seasons as they pass, through a library of books we never read, filled with all the I love yous we left unsaid. I'm sitting on the edge of a bed made for two, tracing the outline of the ghost of you. There's no blood on the floor, no smoke in the air, just the crushing weight of you not being there. Tragedies need a hero and a fall, but we didn't have a climax at all. Just took it out like a candle in the hall, leaving nothing but the shadows on the wall. And it's the brightest story ever told, not because we died, but because we grew cold. There was no grand finale, no curtains of gold, just a hammer and go of a hand I used to hold. It's the cinematic silence of a luck gone grey, the slow motion theft of a life thrown away. No one will cry, no bells will be told, for the saddest story ever told. Station is playing our track, but the rhythm is a ghost, it's never coming back. I see us in the window of a shop downtown, two kids in love before the world weighed us down. Now I'm walking through the chapters page by page, watching a beautiful bird rot inside of a cage. You can still wear, but the ending is known. I'm the last character left on my own. With a see you later that meant goodbye. Now I'm staring at the ceiling, wondering why the stars didn't fall from the sky. Cause it's the saddest story ever told, not because we died, but because we grew cold. There was no grand finale, no curtains of gold, just a hand letting go of a hand I used to hold. It's the cinematic statics of a love gone brave, slow motion theft of a life thrown away. No one will cry, no bells will be told, for the saddest story ever told. On the vanity mirror, I wish the why was a little bit clearer. Was it the distance? Was it the time I was loving you? Just a victimless crime. There's no fire, there's no flood, just the slow, quiet draining of the blood. The hero didn't leave, she just stayed until she vanished. Kingdom where the color has been banished. The silver turning to mold. There was no grand finale, no curtains of gold, just a hand letting go of a hand I used to hold. It's the cinematic silence of a love gone grey, the slow motion theft of a life thrown away. No one will cry, no bells will be told, for the saddest story ever told. Once upon a time, there was a you and me, but the ever after wasn't meant to be the end. The furniture is gone, the echoes are loud. I'm standing in a room on Sunday a cloud. I've got a bucket of winter white at my feet to wash away the life that we couldn't complete. But there on the casing of the bedroom door are the little pencil lines we don't need anymore. 5'10", dated June 23rd. The quietest proof of a love that's unheard. I'm dipping in bristles in the thick cold cream, ready to erase the ghost of a dream. But my hand is shaking and the air is so thin. How do I cover where you've always been? Painting an over your height mark on the wall, trying to forget that you ever stood tall. It's just a little graphite, it's just a little ink, but it's the only thing keeping me from the brink. With every stroke, I'm making you small, smoothing the edges until you're nothing at all. It's a cinematic white out of slow motion sin, painting over the places you've been. The R&B beat is a thud in the floor, like your footsteps walking away from the door. I remember you laughing, leaning your head right against the mark that I'm staining with dread. 1 coat for the memories, 2 for the pain, 3 for the nights I went looking for rain. Now the wood is becoming as blank as my heart, a fresh empty canvas for a broken down start. I'm watching the gray disappear into white, losing the measurement of my own life. The lead is still there, just beneath the new skin, hidden away like a stake that I missed. Yeah, I'm painting over your height mark on the wall, trying to forget that you ever stood tall. It's just a little graphite, it's just a little ink, but it's the only thing keeping me from the brink. With every stroke, I'm making you small, smoothing the edges until you're nothing at all. It's a cinematic white out of slow motion sin, painting over the places you've been. Will the house remember? Will the wood still feel the weight of the person who made it all real? I'm suffocating the history, I'm burying the growth, I'm killing the shadow of the both of us both. Cover the dates, cover the names, I'm the only one left to put out the flames, but I still know you're there, under the pain. Watching the stature of our empire fall. It's just a little graphite, it's just a little ink, but it's the only thing keeping me from the brink. I'm making you a ghost, I'm making you small, until there's a silence where you used to go. It's a cinematic white out of slow motion sin, painting over the places you've been. 5'10", gone. Last September. Every time I close my eyes.
The sun creeps across the hardwood floor, tracing paths toward the bedroom door. The dust motes dance in the afternoon light, but one corner of the room is stuck in the night. I moved the chair where you used to sit, thinking maybe that would be the end of it. But there's a silhouette burned into the wall, a dark reminder that witnessed it all. I turn on every lamp in the house, trying to drown the silence out, but light only makes the dark look deep. And I've got secrets that I cannot keep. There's a shadow that doesn't move, in a hollow space where we had something to prove. It doesn't shift with the moon or the sun, it's the ghost of everything we left undone. You're standing right there by the edge of the bed, repeating the words that we never said. I can try to run, I can try to improve, but I'm living with the shadow that doesn't move. It's shaped like your height, it's shaped like your grace, a permanent ink on the skin of this place. I walk right through it and I feel a chill. The world keeps turning but that ghost stands still. I poured a drink and I set it down, right where your hand used to come around. But the shadow doesn't reach, it doesn't even try. It's just a hello that became a goodbye. I painted the walls a different shade, hoping the memory would finally fade. But some stains are etched in the foundation, a heart trapped in permanent isolation. Cause there's a shadow that doesn't move in the hollow space where we had something to prove. It doesn't shift with the moon or the sun. It's the ghost of everything we left undone. It's standing right there by the edge of the bed, repeating the words that we never said. I can try to run, I can try to improve, but I'm living with the shadow that doesn't move. Is it you, or is it just the shape of the hole you left? Am I a victim of a beautiful theft? I'm talking to the darkness like it's gonna talk back, searching for the color in a world gone black. Why won't you leave? Why won't you go? You're the only part of us I still know.
The screen is glowing in the corner of the room, casting a blue light on the edges of the groove. Tight out, I miss you and I hope you're okay. About 100 times since you walked away, my thumb is hovering on the arrow of blue, a bridge made of pixels that I can cross to you. It's just 30 characters a second of time, but the distance between us feels like a crime. I'm watching the cursor blink like a heart, afraid if I send it I'll fall back apart. It's a heavy conversation that nobody hears, held back by the pressure of 1,000 fears. And oh, the weight of an unsent text, wondering if I'm the thought that comes next. It's a ghost in the wires, a scream in the dark, a digital match that won't catch a spark. I'm paralyzed here in the glow of the glass, watching the ghost of our memories pass. It's a cinematic silence, a modern day hex, just me and the weight of an unsent text. The R&B rhythm is a glitch in my chest. I check for your name just to fail the test. I see you're active, then you're gone again, leaving me back in the might have been. I wrote a whole paragraph about the night in the park, but I deleted the light and stayed in the dark. It's easier to hide in the drafts of my soul than to give you the pieces and lose the control. I'm counting the dots that never appear, waiting for a signal that the coast is clear, but the screen stays black and the room stays cold, and the greatest story remains untold. Oh, the weight of an unsent text, wondering if I'm the thought that comes next. It's a ghost in the wires, a scream in the dark, a digital match that won't catch a spark. I'm paralyzed here in the glow of the glass, watching the ghost of our memories pass at the cinematic silence, a modern day hex, just me and the weight of an unsent text. The truth is so bitter and sweet. I can tell you I'm dying, I can tell you I'm fine, I can tell you I still think your heart is mine, but I'll keep it in the cloud, I'll keep it in the cloud. I'm not ready to flip to the very last page, so I'll sit in the silence of the scent that never was. from the thought that comes next. As it goes from the wires, a screen in the dark, a digital match that won't catch a spark. I'm paralyzed here in the glow of the glass, watching the ghosts of our memories pass. It's a cinematic silence in modern day heads, just me and the weight of an unsent text. Just wanted to say, do you ever think about the phone hits the floor, the screen goes black, and I'm not.
Sitting in the kitchen, the kettle's turning cold, counting all the promises I didn't get to go. Oh, the ceiling's got a secret, I can hear it in the wood. I go up and face it if I only thought I should. There's a box of Polaroids just above my head, full of all the good nights that we haven't lately said. I'm living on the ground floor, but my heart is pushed up high. Chopping beneath the rafters where we used to touch the sky. Try to drown it out with a R&B groove, but the floorboards above me, they start to move. It's not a ghost, it's just a ghost of us, turning into cobwebs, turning into dust. And I hear whispers from the attic floor of a love that doesn't live here anymore. It's the creak of the trunk, it's the rustle of your clothes, it's the part of the story that nobody knows. I'm paralyzed here in the hallway light, while you're talking to me in the middle of the night. I can reach the latch, I can open the door to the whispers from the attic floor. It's December 2025 and the air is getting thin. I'm wondering if I'll ever let somebody else in. I look up at the trapdoor and I see a silver thread, the memory of a sweater that you wore when we were wet. Is it gravity pulling or is it you calling out? Filling up the rafters with a paralyzing doubt. I'm a taming in a temple that we built out of dreams. Now I'm just a witness to the tearing of the seams. The rain is tapping rhythm on the shingles overhead, reminding me of everything that went unsaid. I'm a prisoner of maybe and a hostage of then waiting for the ceiling to start talking again. And I hear whispers from the attic floor of a love that doesn't live here anymore. It's the creak of the trunk, it's the rustle of your clothes, it's the part of the story that nobody knows. I'm paralyzed here in the hallway light, while you're talking to me in the middle of the night. I can't reach the latch, I can't open the door to the whispers from the attic floor. Is it just the wind? Or is it your voice again? Begging me to come upstairs and find the girl I was, back before the ever after turned to just because. I'm reaching for the ladder, but I'm scared of what I'll find. Still hearing whispers from the attic floor. I don't think I can take it anymore. It's the heavy sound of silence, it's the weight of the years. I'm drowning out the voices with a valley of tears. Up there, in the dark, where we used to be.